welcome to my studio. My name is Siobhan. On this channel, I share videos about a dynamic and expressive approach to drawing the figure. So each week I share tips and techniques for drawing, and I share my own process. So if you're interested in figure drawing, subscribe so that we can stay in touch. In today's video, I wanted to share a process of some very quick warm-up sketches that I was doing. I was drawing real loose and fast figures based on photo reference from Pinterest. So I was scrolling through Pinterest and coming across poses of figures and people and just making really quick sketches. So I want to explain how this kind of loose exploratory line work or this loose way of sketching can really help you in your figure drawing, especially if you're going to life drawing or something like that. So here's a video, I'll explain the process a bit more and I'll check back in with you at the end. So this exercise is so relaxing. I would say that that's nearly the best benefit to doing these kinds of sketches, really. I mean, they are very good to loosen up, to warm up, before a proper drawing session. But, just for the pure benefit of like having a chilled out, relaxed drawing session, something like this, a few sketches like this is really, really good. It can be so nice to just switch off and, take the pressure off yourself from making proper showable drawings. I know most of these drawings today are not really good examples to show, but it's really more about the process than it is about the finished drawing. I think in my last video, I aimed so much at trying to make a finished drawing. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it below. So I just found that after that drawing session, where there was so much focus on making an accurate drawing, this was a breath of fresh air to just spend some time being responsive. Also, working with a ballpoint pen is really nice to work with because you can't undo your mistakes, you have to live with them. And it's also a very free-flowing drawing tool compared to something like pencil or charcoal. Plus, I find that you can actually get a really wide range of marks out of just a simple ballpoint pen, and that's always surprising. Like, you can get really dark tones and you can also draw really, really lightly. So yeah, the main process that I followed here was to start out really lightly and just map some kind of gesture for the whole figure. Then, however, I did kind of tend to get stuck into drawing the face and the details of the features, which I try really hard to not do, but for some reason it just always feels like an area that I want to get stuck into. And the rest of the figure then is always much looser. Drawing clothing is awesome, I have to say. I love that you can really find the main landmarks of the figure so much quicker and so much more easily because of the corresponding sort of landmarks in the clothing. Like, for example, obvious markers being the waist, the collar, elbow bends, knees, the wrists. All those really important features are actually super clear and easy to draw when the model is clothed. The only thing that you have to worry about is your proportions. And for that, kind of, in my case, and I don't know if this is the same for you, but I found that I have to make my proportions actually way bigger than I normally think they would be in order to somehow kind of get it right. Now, I probably overextended my proportions in these sketches, but that's okay too. Another point to make about these sketches or these drawings or a piece of advice that I want to give you is that if you are trying to go for a likeness of the model when you're making drawings like this, or if you're trying to capture the character or the personality that you see, you know, that kind of look that the model has, don't underestimate the overall stance in the pose. I've noticed that sometimes just getting that posture of a figure right actually goes a really long way to giving the impression of a real likeness to that person. So I'm going to let this one just play out, but I really hope overall that this helps you to, or inspires you to grab your sketchbook and spend half an hour making very quick, very intuitive, searching line drawings. You can follow these exact poses. I've left all of the links below. If you do draw along with me, then tag me on Instagram at drawinglife.io. I saw a couple of really awesome drawings from last week's video, and that's so exciting to see your work. So you can find me there if you want, and I'd love to see your drawings. I'll let this play out for a bit and I'll check back in with you at the end. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for your support on this channel as always. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you've got any thoughts about a loose explorative style of drawing and how that helps you in your drawing practice, I'd love to hear from you. Please give the video a like if you think it's worthwhile. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.